For assignment 4, you'll have to set up a blog and write weekly posts throughout the course. The first post is due at the end of the first week, and you must write at least one every week thereafter. In some weeks you're given a specific topic to write about, but for the other weeks you can write about anything you like as long as it has a clear science focus. You'll also need to comment on the posts of the others in your team. We get you to do this so you'll become more comfortable with discussing ideas about science in an online environment. Remember, scientists don't work alone. Unlike the other assignments, this one gives you a second chance. We assess it twice, weighting the second final assessment more heavily than the first assessment because we expect you to have acted on the feedback we give you in the first assessment. You need to set up your blog as soon as you can. Remember, you have to write a post in the first week. We've given you very clear instructions about how to set up your blog, and you must follow these exactly. If you don't, your team might not be able to read or comment on your blog, and we might not either, in which case you won't get a grade. In particular, you must do two things. First, be sure you set up the commenting form on your blog to show as a pop-up window. Do not set it to be an embedded comment form. I won't go into the technical details about this, but if you don't follow these instructions, some people might not be able to comment. Second, do not use a dynamic template for your blog. These are sometimes hard to navigate on some devices, or they don't show the whole post. If you use a dynamic template, we will not mark your blog and you'll get a 0 for the assignment. Otherwise, feel free to personalize your blog. You can add relevant photographs, but don't steal them, or you can try out some of the other templates Blogger provides, and so on. However, don't waste time tinkering with the appearance of your blog. It's the content that matters most. Be careful to keep your blog readable too. For example, avoid those hideous templates that use red or blue text on a black background. These are almost impossible to read. Even white text on a black background is hard for some people to read. Speaking of content, do read the assignment 4 section on Stream. There we tell you what we're looking for. In short, this means 3 things: clear evidence that you're writing for a public audience, reflective thinking, and a style that incorporates the characteristics of good scientific writing. Writing a weekly blog post might stress you out, but there's no reason why it should. The key is to schedule your time to make sure you meet the deadlines. And don't try to write a post in one session. You might have a schedule that goes like this. On Monday you plan your post and flesh out some ideas. On Wednesday you write the draft and maybe do some initial revising. And on Friday you revise and edit it. Then, just before you publish it, proofread it. Some of you might find a single longer session suits you better. However, this should be a deliberate decision, not something you're forced to do because you only have an hour until the deadline. The old adage about a little and often is just as true for writing as anything else. And one final suggestion. If you want to do well in this assignment, make sure your posts tell a clear story.